Alright, hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've done a flight video, and I thought about doing something. I did this once before, but like a revisit. Is years ago, about 2 years ago. I flew into a super typhoon that was in the Philippines, kind of see how the weather system was working, discuss the dangers and stuff. Sadly, right now it's about 5 o'clock Eastern as I record this on September 28th. Hurricane Ian has made landfall in Florida. The eye currently is north of Fort Myers, so this is a little out of date. So right now it shows the eye probably like here. In reality, it's more like here now, I believe. This is Cape Coral. Fort Myers is right here. Looks at the main landfall on Port Charlotte. So this is really around Punta Gorda. So this is really around ground zero, but pretty much anywhere near the eye is dangerous. All these yellow dots are multiplayer people. So I thought about doing two things. I'm going to fly out of Tampa first. It's not in, the central part of the storm is not in Tampa. Now it's getting bad there, but it's not there yet. Earlier, about like 45 minutes an hour ago, I saw some videos where it shows a lot of the seaboard and the water has receded quite a bit, going from the river. So it's basically like a sign it's ahead of the storm surge. The storm surge is about to come. When it comes, in the lead up, it usually a lot of the water kind of recedes and then it comes back in pretty rapidly. The storm surge has been pretty bad in some of the videos I've seen so far. I would not give you an estimate what the feet is, but it's covering a good portion of buildings, especially the one-story building. So it's definitely several feet for sure. And this is actually the tough thing, I can't figure out how far inland it is. When I look at these videos, I just don't know. It just kind of shows these videos at different angles and stuff. So it's probably a little higher or worse, towards the coast, a little weaker inland, as that's just going to happen. But it's a huge storm surge. Clearly, cars are completely covered up. You have to get to second level just to avoid getting hit from the floods and waters and so forth. Alright, now what I want to do, I was just going to fly like a typical propeller plane, but I decided to use the F-18 Hornet. I'm going to try two things with this video. I'm going to fly. I want to see if we can get above the clouds. I know this plane can do it. Just to see how it looks above the clouds. And then the second part, I'm going to go into Fort Myers and then fly out. I don't know why it's showing all this here. There's no takeoffs, unless these planes are parked and it's showing that. And this airport closed a couple of days ago. I think by yesterday they closed it down. I've struggled flying this plane before, so we'll see how it goes. But it's super fast, that's why I want to use it. Turn that down. Like, it climbs really fast, so that's why I decided to use this plane. I can tell, because I was testing this earlier, it's not as windy as I dealt with past storms, but that's more in the eye, and this is about 120 miles from the eye. So to give you a sense, actually, sorry, it's a little loud. I try to keep always some sound on for everyone, but sometimes it is hard to talk and have the sound, so I apologize. So I turned this down earlier, it needs to go down even more, which is good. It's like I love sound, but a little difficult to do both when I'm explaining stuff. But that should help. I'll keep the weather effects at full bloom. Okay, there we go. As I was saying, so it's about 2 hours. The eye is about 2 hours south currently of Tampa, and the eye is kind of starting to collapse already since it's inland. So, yeah, we're still not above the storm. I'm guessing it's going to take at least 10 to 15 to 20,000 feet to get above. We'll see soon. Yeah, so I can keep going up. I'm going to try and turn this plane west a bit. Let's see here. Yeah. There we go. So I'm not flying out of the storm. So we're still in the clouds. According to this, the clouds are going above 15,000 feet. Yeah, this is kind of a fun test. Ooh, I'm losing airspeed, so I'm going to pull this back a bit to keep it up. Okay, climbing. Don't worry. We're no danger of losing our climb. Just want to make sure we keep our speed up. Oh, look at that. We're starting to see the north outside. So we're almost at 20,000 feet. That's how high this storm is right now. That's also why I love doing this, so potentially. Also, I was looking at I got my TV on the background, kind of just watching it a little bit. It's still a Category 4, and it's pretty much inland now. I mean, that's big. Look at the rain map. The heaviest rain is definitely around north of Fort Myers. So yeah, we might have to get to 30,000 feet to see the top of this. Ooh, let's lower it a bit. Let's see what happens when we get through here. You know, last time I tried, it's like a propeller plane, so having actually like an Air Force jet or a Super Hornet, an F-18 Hornet, a lot easier because now I can get up to really high. I have a lot of speed, so it kind of really makes it a lot easier to pull this off. Yeah, so right now though, yeah, so these are the ways of it. So right now the storm, the rain itself, it looks like it's going a good couple hours north of Tampa. We're not that far north. Now, of course, with the cloud, remember, this is a simulator, so let's be fair. Doing a pretty good job. I mean, this is creepy. Like, I mean, the fact that you actually got weather planes that fly around these storms is just crazy to begin with. I did thought about maybe doing a full flight down, but that would still take some time. You know, so I'm kind of, more just want to kind of keep it quick and so forth. But yeah, but this is a really sad story as it develops. I mean, it's, you know, it's going to be, it was almost a Category 5 when it was about to go inland. And I think it just stayed just short, or at least right now. They always do reassessments over time. You kind of get a sense what happens. But seeing the current storm surge is bad. You know, if it's a Category 4, we're looking at winds in the 140 range right now still, especially near the eye of the storm, the intensity of the storm. It'd be interesting how many, yeah, so I actually got data up here. Oh, those are gusts, okay. Yeah, so this ain't sustained winds in the 60 miles, but gusts are around 100 still on Fort Myers, and that's how we record. You know, Tampa right now, it's not bad, it's like 22 miles with gusts of 60, so, I mean, that's not good, but it's going to get a lot, it can be a lot worse like it is south of them. And then the big thing is going to be the rain. The A's are going to be, you know, yeah, so this is maximum wind threat like 110 miles in Port Charlotte, Fort Myers. Up north like Tallahassee, it's only 39 miles. You know, again, not good, it's still serious, but it just shows you how much it can change depending on where you are to the intensity and the eye of the storm. But yeah, here's some of the cloud coverage. You know, kind of cool looking, honestly. You know, it really makes you appreciate, or you got at least admire what Mother Nature can do, you know, what it can form. But it's definitely going to be, I'd be surprised if this won't be one of the worst hurricanes we've seen in a while. Because the last few bad hurricanes have been different. Like, we had Harvey in Houston, which is about 125 billion, but it's just, it was all flooding really. It just stopped there and dumped tons of rain in that one city. Well, this one, it's definitely feels more like a Hurricane Andrew in a way. Just, it's an extremely intense storm. It's going to have very, you know, horrible storm surge. You know, we won't know the wind damage until it's, you know, until a few days later. And just, you know, it's really hard to get a sense, you know, how bad it's going to be. Because I'm seeing videos like in Bradenton, Florida right now. And it's like, and it looks bad there, but that's still a good 110 miles from the, you know, the eye of the storm. So like, so it just makes you wonder how bad it is as you go further south, especially near just, you know, near Fort Myers in that region where it's currently at. You know, what's going to be like when it's over? Who knows? So, all right. So it's definitely windy, you can hear it, but these winds are probably, actually, well, I'm on live weather, so it doesn't show me stats. Yeah. Yeah, so, all right, we're going to do one more real quick. Same point. I'm going to get back to the main. We're going to fly out of, I know there's an airport in Fort Myers. Let's see if it's a little north of there where it's worse. Yeah, they're projecting a record storm surge right now. You know what? Yeah. I was thinking I could just do a... What is that? Oh, that's a player. I was like, is that an actual real plane? But anyway, the reason I'm kind of doing this video is I just... Even though, like, I'll be honest, I'm putting on medium settings, you know, but imagine this is like an ultra. The fact they're able to get all this live weather data and replicate the conditions as best as possible is astonishing. And it really also, because I've flown in some of them in the past, you know, especially when if you, which I'll try and link, my Super Typhoon video, you know, when it hit the Philippines, just how hard and intense it can be. Oh yeah, the wind's not even stronger here. So let's see how it looks here. Give it a minute. All those white dots, those are multiplayers. Yeah, fortunately you won't see much on the ground. Like, it's not going to replicate the storm surge. Doesn't seem as windy here, but I am flying this Hornet, so I think it's better handling the winds. But, man, you know, I thought the visibility was bad in Tampa, but it's even worse down here. Yeah, so this is like the eye of the storm. I'm gonna lower the speed so we don't climb too bad. There we go. Shut off the flaps. Oh yeah, just this. Interesting, there's more light here than was in Tampa. You know, I don't know why. Yeah, like, oh, look at this. Look at this. In a way, it's trying to show the eye, so it's trying to show the gap here with the eye, which is not much left right now. It looks like it's collapsed mostly, but it would be weaker. So it's almost, it's even trying to show you the eye of the storm through here. That is so cool. In this game, not cool what's happening down in the reality. You know, it's the point of this is to show the technology and kind of talk about the storm and so forth. Yeah, so it's not replicating the full eye, which I think it's fair. It's kind of collapsed, but it's showing. I wish this would go away. Yeah, so it's showing a break in the clouds because it's kind of a lot of light here. On my Tampa is completely dark. And you look over here, it's very dark. You know, I'm only flying about 2,000 feet, which is okay, it's Florida. There's not going to be any mountains or anything coming up in that regard. But yeah, it doesn't feel as strong here because it's like right around the eye. But if I go, let's say I turn left a little bit, go where it's darker. Oh yeah, hear that ring. Got some weird noises out here in this game. I don't know what that is. I'm keeping it pretty balanced, but it's a little hard. Like, I got no perception from the outside, so I gotta use the inside here to get some perception of. But yeah, I've been trying to keep it balanced, and it's hard. The wind's pushing this plane around really well right now. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I'm going south. Okay. Yeah, see? So I'm going kind of... It's, oh yeah, look, I got my compass. Now, as you look at my flaps, that's the wind doing. Like, it is just pushing this plane around crazy. Yeah, so there's all the people. You got some flying, you know, above, coming back down. I'm at about 4,000 feet now. My speeds are all over the place. Look how crazy everything's going. Losing altitude. I got no I got a little perception down there now. But yeah, now we're going back near the eye. Look at that. It's cleared up here. Wow, that's crazy. It literally kind of creates the eye. Alright, go away. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick pause. I'm gonna take a quick image here. Yeah, so it's trying to replicate the eye of the storm this way. That is insane. Alright, let's get back to external. We're going to take control again. Wow. That is creepy. Sorry, I gotta do another pause. We're gonna do external and do some showcase here. Whoa. So this is basically their idea of, yeah, because the eye's kind of collapsed, but you still have parts of it. You see it from the satellite imagery and the radar. So it's kind of like there's like the lower levels is kind of clouded up, but it's not. But it's still kind of like where they have that brief break in the storm. If you just look around it, like look at this. Wow, that is really creepy. And this is kind of why I wanted to do 2 parts of this video. You know, I want to see how it was, you know, a couple hours away from the eye and kind of the current impact, which is around Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, Port Gorda, which is where we're at. And then kind of see how it is, let's say, a couple hours north, where it's definitely the major, the main band, the band, I think it's the band of the storm. Anyway, where a good part of the storm is hitting, but it's not near the center. You know, at least not, it's close, but it's not truly near the center. It's not truly the ground zero, the worst impact. You know, they just kind of give you a sense just how major, not just major, but how big that storm is. So that's 2 hours north, and you got rain going for at least another couple hours north. Now the rain up north, that far north, will be more lighter, and the winds won't be as bad, but it shows you how massive the storm is from north to south. And currently, you know, now what's weird though, it's not going that far east. You know, it's only like, you know, I can tell you from looking at the maps where the storm is currently. Yeah, it's probably 50 to 90 miles east, that's it. You know, because I've driven across the state from Fort Myers straight to Miami, which is about 2.5, 3 hours. It's a nice drive. You go through the, you know, some really kind of, you know, beautiful like countryside through that region of the country. But at least from the north-south perspective, it's major. Like I know it's storming right now in Orlando as well. Yeah, so once I get here, the wind's picked up again vastly. Look at that. So it's kind of cool. We saw how much it changed coming from going into the eye and how strong it was. And going back in the eye, all of a sudden my flaps are going crazy. I'm losing control. The rain picked up again. We didn't hear this when we were... Actually, rephrase, I'm not sure if I think we did this in the eye. But definitely more intense. Wow, just... Yeah, just look at that, yeah. It's... Now this is definitely a plane that's probably built for, you know, handling intense environment and climates. Than like the propeller plane, which I think one time it flew backwards before it crashed. So, but yeah, look at that. It's like I'm not touching the controller, by the way, and just look how much it's moving. Look how much it's sputtering. Like it's learned to tilt more one way, and then you know, and now it just look at that. Wow. I'm still going north. Yeah. Yeah, so it should be away from the eye now. It's just intense. Whoa. A little break of the gap of the clouds there. And it's just completely dark again. It's crazy how dark it is. I was wondering why it's light. I realized we're going through the eye, and now we're back in the heart of the storm. And it's just pitch black out here. I have climbed above back at 6,000 feet. Slow this down a bit. Yeah. So, but anyway, guys. I did want to do this quick video. Yeah, I didn't want to go, I'm not going into much this time explain what a hurricane is. Like everyone knows what it is. I didn't want to explain just kind of like where the storm's at as I recorded this, you know, the category, how intense it is, and so forth. Just kind of see how Microsoft Flight Sim was handled, especially with all the updates I've been doing lately. Did not expect to fly through the eye, so that was a really cool surprise. I'll definitely mention that. Sorry. As you is likely in the description, because I'll write the description and everything later after I record this, I'll try and mention that. That kind of looks like it looks like another eye. Whoa. That looks like a giant tornado. that much rain here. Crazy. Yeah, I don't think they have tornadoes in this game. I mean, they got like stuff that kind of looks like it, but it's not a full tornado. Also, look at the current projection. Still a 4. Pretty well inland, as you can see. I think it's going to be at least a Category 1 when it gets to Orlando, so that's not going to be... That's no slouch. And then, of course, a lot of the rain and stuff that's coming. So the sun's kind of breaking through up here around 6,000 feet in this part. But anyway, sorry about that. Kind of got a little distracted. But yeah, anyway, I kind of just wanted to do this video, kind of look at the storm physics and stuff. In the description, especially once I get a link, I'm going to link probably something to the Red Cross in case anyone that watches wants to donate. You know, I think sadly it's going to be... I think it's going to be a really bad storm. That's my projection. You know, no Category 4 or 5 storm that hits is ever pretty. Especially with these potential storm surges and stuff, that's just going to be not just deadly. You know, obviously, you know, God forbid, however, loss of life is going to occur here. But, you know, it's likely going to do severe damage. People are probably going to lose their homes. You know, businesses may not be able to fully recover. And it's going to take a long time to rebuild. I mean, we saw how long it took you know, we saw, like, the damage it took in New Orleans and how long that took. You know, you looked at Houston, all that flood damage and how long that took. You know, unfortunately, it's just, you know, it's kind of just what happens when you're right off. You know, obviously not just the ocean, but, you know, in these areas are very prone to severe hurricanes and stuff, so. But anyway, but at least want to kind of show, just kind of see the technology here, see if they've done updates and stuff. Doesn't seem too different than the past, but definitely wild to see in person, just with this flight simulator. A lot of other players you see agree. They kind of want to see how it's going on, flying at different altitudes and stuff. You know, we got above the storm, went to the eye of the storm, and we just kind of give you a sense how crazy the wind is. You see, like my plane been flickering off and out, and of course in here how it's been being tossed around. But it's a little easier over here. So, but anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, hopefully I might do some more videos down the road.